cranberry branches that my husband cut off last night, and I'm getting more bark off of it. You can see how I did it right here. Look at that. I've got it. I got the bark in my bag. I'm getting more bark. I found out that the potato peeler that I have in my hand is much better than this knife, because I can control this right here with my hand. I want you all to look. I got to go to my mom's, but I wanted to get out here while it was still. It's really nice. Thank you, precious Jesus, for a beautiful day. It's beautiful out here around the pond. Look at this. So I want you all to show this. I'm going to show you this. If you got a high brush cranberry, see, I'm learning how to identify the bushes that I got around here. I can't do it that well with one hand. I got to angle it the right way. You see what I'm doing right here? Hey there, Robbie. Yeah. Where did it? I don't know where it went. I had to get a better one right here. Watch this. Oh, you don't want to go too deep and get in the bark. You don't want to do it. You can see where the wood is right there. So this is my high brush cranberry. Hello, Rita, honey. I found out that this is a simple potato pillar, corn pillar. This would be best to do this right here with the high brush cranberry, because the Cree Indians used it in for the remedies and stuff, for muscle spasms and cramps and things like that. And also I think it was good for pain or something. Yeah, I hope I got a good signal out here. I'm around my pond, and I wanted to come out here and get some of this. You see how my husband threw them all the way on there on the top. I got to angle this the right way to get some of this. You don't want to do this without gloves. I'm going to dry some of these out before I go to my mom's. Well, they're not going to dry out, but you got to learn to identify what you got around your house is what you got to do, because you may have to live off the land. You may not be able to go to the store and get the things you need. So I'm telling you the truth. You may not. So that's what I'm doing. I can do it really good. Oh, look how this looks. Hold on a second. Let me flip it around. Hold on. Look how this looks. See, I can get them in a great big long thing like that. Look at that. I might have a tad bit of wood on there, but you're supposed to dry it out. Oopsie. You dry it out and you put it in a cup of boiling water for your tea is what you do. So that's what I'm doing before I go to my mom's. I'm just doing this. Don't the birds sound beautiful? They do. I feel really at peace in my spirit when I'm out here doing this. So that's a good thing. If my spirit was not at peace, I would not come out here and do this. But I feel at peace, so I go by that. I'm trying to do something. I am doing something. Oops, that one fell down too. I gotta get myself situated, y'all. This ain't gonna be a long video, but I'm trying to get this. It's a lot easier when you're not holding a cell phone, but it's okay. It's gonna be for tea. Hello, you just tuning in? I dropped that right there on my leaf. I want this piece right here. I got some really long pieces in here. You can see I've already got them already. I got them off of here. We had to trim back this high brush cranberry because it's next to our, it's next to the peach tree that popped up from an original peach tree. It's like a Georgia Belle peach tree. His beautiful, lovely peaches. And this high brush cranberry was blocking a lot of the sunlight to half the tree. Yeah, we got it going. Good morning. Here's how you're gonna have to do it. You go to your yard and identify the trees that you got in your yard, and then type in anti-inflammatory or something like that, and see what the health benefits are. You don't want to get down into the wood. And then if you find out that they're beneficial, go out there, take you a potato peeler. If you prune it back, you have to have at least more than a ½ inch thick. Say, like, I would not take the bark from here, even though that's probably a ½ inch. Well, I can, but see, when it's not a ½ inch, if it's not bigger, it's hard to get a good cutting because it's mostly wood, I think. That's what I think that's why they said that. So that's why I'm out here I pulled this down a little bit more for myself. Shoot, that one fell, but it didn't fall far, you see, right there. And you can, Is that nestled with the pine tree? Well, this is our brush pile that my husband uses when we trim back our property. Actually, it's a perfect for beavers and rabbits and stuff to be in. But we just throw our excess stuff here. And you know, it's a great idea because if we needed some real good kindling and stuff, there's stuff under here that's already completely dried out. And we could come over here and we could get that because it would be all dried out. Yeah, we got it. That's what we got. And I could do pine needle tea and stuff like that if I wanted. But I'm out here doing this before I go to my mom's. I love how it feels when you do that. I do, I like it. And this, I found it's better with that than with the knife that I was using right here. You can see it. Yeah, this carrot peeler is a lot easier, but you gotta find out what works for you. And you don't go out there and buy nothing fancy. Just get something cheap. Just gather the bark, because you gotta learn to be self-sufficient. That's what you gotta do. You gotta survive. This is the other side of Gina. I do like stuff like this. You don't want to get too deep in it. Whoopsie. You don't want to get too deep into that to where you're going to cut the wood. And people will buy this if people go out and do their things like that. Yeah, let me do this. Potato peeler, yes. It's really good. It feels so nice out. That's so that's what I'm using. See it? You can have your own tea. And I bet you won't find cranberry, high brush cranberry bark in the store. And you know what I bet you can do? I bet, and I'm sure you can, once you got these completely dried out, I bet you could crush them and put them in a powder and put them in a capsule. But if you want it in a tea, that way you get the whole entire benefit if you put it in a gel capsule. But you do what you got to do to survive, right? Hey there, Debbie Gender. Hope you're doing good after your accident. So look at this, you all. This is the high brush cranberry. I'm going to get another one of these types of peelers. I think I picked this up at a thrift store. You can go into Goodwill or something, and you can look for their potato peelers and stuff. And see, this is mechanical. This is totally metal, so I don't have to worry about it breaking. I don't. It's a lot better. And if you wear gloves, it's a lot better too. I'm just doing this, you all. We gotta get ready. You got to know how to live off the land. This is what the Indians did. And I'm sure along before that, you know what I mean? You don't want to get too far in the bark. You see, when you get to that, that's the wood. You want like this layer before you get to the wood is when you go get that bark. So, and when those sycamore trees, when they get to where they're supposed to be, you know what I'm going to do? I got to get the inner bark. So you know what I'll do? I will take this like this. And see, look, it's so hard. I guess that's the inner bark right there. Sorry, I hope you heal. There, I hope you heal. How's that? There, I didn't take too much off of you. Like that, you all, you can do it. Yeah, can you eat it? You don't want to eat it. But I bet they do sell this in capsules online, and I think it's around $50 a bottle. It is. It's called. We did a video last night. It's called. It has the word cramp on the end of it. But these holistic supplemental places sell this, but they got to be fine grade. That's what it's got to do. It is, Rita. It's wonderful. You just go, and you can probably do that in the woods at your friend's house or something. If your friend's got something, say, can we go walking in your woods? I want to see if you got some trees that I can get some medicinal benefits from. You can. I don't want to lose this glove. I'll stick this glove somewhere in my body. You know, I'm really getting in shape, learning to eat a lot healthier. I'm getting rid of some excess fat on my body. I am. Let me try to get this. You got to get it at the right angle. And once you get the flow, you'll become an expert at this, you all. You will. I got a lot of this. And this is in our yard. And there's a smaller one popping up by it. I'll show you it when I walk back up. I'll show you it. I'll show you this. I got a whole bag of it, you all. Look at that. It's gonna taste good. You gotta get like that. Good morning, Vapor King. We gotta get out here, and I'm getting the outer bark off of a high brush cranberry. Yeah, cranberry bush. The flowers aren't too lovely to eat. The whatever things aren't. And you can't go any lower than a 1/2 inch. This really, I don't like this. This is too little, so I'm not going to try to scrape anything off of that. Look, my husband threw them way up there. I could have, if I would have known about this, I could have been out here with him doing this. I could have, and getting the bark off of it. But I didn't know until it popped into my head, and I had to look it up and thought, I wonder if there's any beneficial things to it. And this one fell down. Where did the other piece go? I found it. It's going to be important. You got to learn to live off, identify the trees and stuff so you can live off the land. Okay? And we know about the pine needle tea. That's like a perfect piece, I think. Just like that. It's going to be good. I saw for like the sycamore tree, someone was selling like 2 ounces of bark. And I think it's around $20 or more. It is great. It's great, Vapor King. Yeah. It is great. I'm just going to do it. Stick it in my bag. It's like blackberry. It's better than blackberry picking if you went blackberry picking when you were younger and you tie the bucket to your belt and then you pick those blackberries. See if you can do this. Get you a bag. I probably could have got a better bag to do this with than this, but I want to go outside. And they said to lay your stuff on a tarp when you gather your bark. It's okay. We can do it. I'm going to do it. You don't want to get into the wood. This is the wood part right there. And you don't want to get into it. And people actually sell this stuff and they get money based on how well the people think this is. Now see, this is a little bit bigger than a 1/2 inch. And see, you can't go if you go too far, see, you already get a little bit too close to the wood. That's why they don't, see how thin it is? It only has this thick of a layer right here. That's it. Because it's not really thick like, say, that. So if you can get the thicker ones, that's even better. And I can't really get underneath that anymore. I think this is one too. I got to identify it from here. This is one right here. I'm sure my husband doesn't want me to pull all of these down from here. He just threw them up all over the place. See, it's already falling off. And I can't climb on top of this pile of brush. See it? It moves too much for me. Well, I was trying to get some off of this too. I did get some off. I got some of this last night, I think. Yeah, I did. I could probably get some more off of this that's closer to me. If I could angle this at the right way. But see, I can't go too deep because I'm getting closer to the wood. You get close to the wood, you all. So that's how you're going to do it. How long we been on here? 13 minutes, you all. Yeah. Now, this looks like a really nice one. See, he had to cut some of it last night. This is really great. That's a tick heaven. Yeah, you don't want to come out here around tick season because you're going to be getting in there. Even if you walk around in your yard and stuff, you're going to get ticks. You got to be careful. My husband about died from a tick disease. He had Rocky Mountain spotted tick fever. Right after he got out of the military, he was cutting firewood and he got bit by a tick. And he was laying on the couch. He was shivering. His blood pressure was low. I said, Jonathan, we got to go to the hospital. No, I'll be all right. I said, Jonathan, we got to go to the hospital. So we took him to the hospital. It was July the 4th. And he was in there, and they didn't know what to do here in Salem, so they flight staffed him. I think they did. They flight staffed him over to somewhere. Or maybe they transported him in an ambulance. He went over to this other hospital. They wanted to take out his gallbladder. Oh, there's something wrong with your gallbladder. We got to do surgery. My husband thought he was dying. And I'm looking at them. because I did some research. I said, you know, can you please check for tick disease? They didn't know what to do. They had him in there over a week, and they were going to take his gallbladder out. They laid him over on the back, and this other doctor came in. He said, there's nothing wrong with his gallbladder. You're not taking his gallbladder out. He goes, I think he's gotten whatever, because I said, could it be possible that he got bit by a tick? And they gave him something, and he got better. And do you know that they wanted to leave him in there? Here we are, 3 days later, my husband's fine, and he needs to get out of the hospital, and they didn't do the release papers. I said, you know what? I said, I want to see the head nurse. I want to see the head nurse in here. I said, my husband is leaving tonight. And whether you all sign those papers or not, we are leaving. That's what I said. You tell the head nurse that. And the head nurse came. She said, absolutely. And you have to speak up. You got to be the advocate. You got to speak up for your family. Yes, you got to do it. That's right. Oh, we got possums and stuff. Oh, what am I supposed to be doing? Yeah, so yeah, you could get, that's not nothing to play with, you all. And if they had something for that, hold on, let me get this right here. This is a good one. I got it upside down. Hold on. Yeah, you don't you play around in the woods. Don't go hiking in the woods unless you don't want to get a Rocky Mountain spotted tick fever. Hold on, you all. I'm going to get this on me. You got to get this in here. The Rocky Mountain. See that branch. Okay, I'm trying to get this right here. That branch is in my way. I just wanted to do this, like this. See, I'm not getting into the wood. Well, I got a little bit close. You don't want no wood on here because they don't. Well, it's not going to kill you, I guess. Yeah, you guess, Gina? Right, the Crees did it. That's all I'm saying. The Crees did it. See, I didn't get no wood on it, but it's right there. If you're just tuning in, yeah, it's a possum. This is a perfect place for animals to hide, too. And if they were freezing, they could come in here, and they'd be so warm in this big brush pile. They'd love it. Yeah, I was taking our brush to the compost place in Salem, but I thought, no, I don't know about it. See, this is a perfect cut. See, I didn't get too deep at all. This is like perfect. I like that because I got a little close to there, but this one is a nice cut. Yes. How do you identify the tree? They have an app nowadays that you can put on your phone, but we know what tree this was, because we planted it. We planted only beneficial things on our property when we moved in 2004. And as each year passed, we kept putting more different types of plants out, like shrubberies and trees and stuff throughout the years, because this property had nothing on it. It really, yeah. So yeah, let's look at this. So you can do it. You can. I just tied a bag to me and stuff. This is how you do it. Get you a potato pillar, a carrot pillar. It's perfect. Look how perfect that is. I didn't go too deep. And you can make your tea out of it. If you dry these, I'm going to have a nice sample, a nice thing of them. I'm supposed to be going to my mom's, but she'll understand. She wants me to get healthy too, and she wants to get healthy. We all want to get more healthy. Her to learn how to live off the land. Go back to hunter-gatherers. You may have to. Hunter-gatherer days, just like on the Hunger Games. You're so hungry. I don't like that movie. Okay, it didn't go all the way down, so I can get it. So this is the bark. This is the bark off a high brush cranberry bush. And I read up on how to gather it. I typed in high brush cranberry anti-inflammatory. Then it brought up all this stuff. And you got to do your searching. And I ended up on a page that showed how to gather it. So that's how, and they got medicinal purposes to it. They eat the cat food with your cats. You saw a copy of a fried pine? Yeah, hey there, Patty Lucas. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to do more videos like this, you all. I am. I like it. I am in my element. I am in my element doing this. Hold on a second. Doing things like this. It makes me, I'm totally at peace. I can feel it all over my body, the peacefulness. And we got to get back. We got to get one with nature. It's what we got to do. One with nature. And nature doesn't mind, sharing its health benefits with us, because these trees are living too. They on the earth. If they can help us out, they will. So they can help us out. But we ain't been told about how good they are to us, really, truly. Almost got it perfect, because you don't want to get the wood on it. And this is the outer layer right here. That's what I'm doing. High brush cranberry. Would I go inside that brush in the summertime? Absolutely not, because it probably got snakes in it. I am not crawling in there in the summertime. I probably wouldn't even fit inside there. But we do have snakes that swim on the water. Brown snake or something. I hope it ain't a water moccasin. Yeah. So I'm trying to get this you all. So I wasn't planning on doing this long a video, but I really do. I am really happy to share something like this. I am. You're going to get you a potato pillar. Listen, if you got a tree on your property or bushes and stuff, or your neighbor or your friend, and they have fruit on them or not, even the pine, everybody knows about the pine needles. Type in the tree or the bush, do a Google search or whatever search, and do like anti-inflammatory. That's all you have to do. I did high brush cranberry, anti-inflammatory, or just put the word anti, and you can't be too specific. You just do basic, because the more you add, the less information you're going to get back. And that's how I found out about it. One thing led to another. So it's good. It's good to use the internet in a good way. The internet is not totally horrible. It's not. It's beneficial. See, look at that. It's like perfect. I'm sticking it in a bag. And it's really nice to do. I could do it all day long. I really could. If this is my job, Gina, honey, you go out here and you gather them, and we'll pay you for what you get. I'll do it. Yeah, I could do it. It would not cause me any trouble. I'd be in my element. Just like a lot of other people, we would be in our element. How's that? Hey there, Renegade One. Be doing some, the outer bark of a high brush cranberry. I'm using a potato peeler. I was using a knife right here. You see it? But I'm using a high brush, this right here. Got it at a thrift store because it was really cheap, and it's all metal, so it's not going to tear up. Yeah. And I read that it has medicinal benefits, the bark. So I thought, I'm going to do it. We got to get to this point, because you face it, it ain't looking too good for the human race. So you're going to have to do something. And my husband just trimmed this bush down last night. I said, Jonathan, I said, you need to go out there, and you need to, if you can, would you go out there and trim that bush so that the peach tree can grow? So we can get more peaches on the peach tree, because they come every year. Well, I think they need a hard freeze. So he went out there and did it, and he drug them here. And while he was doing it, I came in here. See, it's perfect. When you do it like this is a good piece right here. I got almost too close to the wood, but this is a good piece. You don't want the wood on it. My bag's getting a little heavy, so I probably better go. I am going to go, you all. Let me get a few more things off of this. You just dry it out, cover it with a cheesecloth, and dry it out, and it'll be brittle, nice and brittle. That's what it will be. You lay right there, and I'm going to get this nice and dry. This is almost perfect. Oopsie. Try to get that off of there. Get off of there. Hold on, y'all. I got myself in a mess. I see another piece right there. How did that get over there? There. I got this bag tied to my waist. So look all this. Look all this I got in here. Can you see it? It feels like it's probably maybe half a pound, maybe. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, Renegade is perfect. It is. And I'm going to be gone for a couple days, and I thought if I wait too long, I'm not going to be able to get some good bark off of these. So that's what I'm doing, trying to get over here and get some of the good bark. See, look, no, I'm not getting into the wood. Isn't it perfect? You got it. You don't want the real wood. Ta-da! Let me do this like that. I just hang that right there. It feels nice doing this. It does. It's so nice and peaceful. Just do it. It's a lot better with a potato peeler because if you use a knife, you ain't going to get a nice curly piece like that because you know how easy it is when you use a peeler for the carrots. That's what I'm talking about. Just like that. Does anybody got the time? I know I got to be getting. I've already got my bags packed. What's the time here in Indiana? Do you know? Yeah. Let me get this one right here. Hold on a second. Oh, I better be getting. Yeah, I better be getting. I gotta get. I can't be playing around down here, you all. I gotta be getting. It's getting a little too windy. I guess that's Mother Nature telling me, Gina, honey, you gotta go. Okay, I gotta go, you all. I'm gonna show you the tree. I'm gonna show you the bush, you all. This is, whoa, see, it's blowing my hair. So I wanted to come out here and get this done. I'm gonna show you the high brush cranberry. Oh, it's been cut down. It's like 4 foot high now. Yeah, you love nature. I love it too. Sometimes you can't go out because, see while I'm walking, this bag's just flopping around. Sometimes you can't go out because the sky is so overlaid with this little white stuff in the sky. And it really burns people's eyes and make their nose water and their eyes water. I'm gonna do it. I really loved the, when we first moved here, this whole area right here, there were old grapevines on here and they had fungi. They got mold on them all the time, but they were still good. I made a lot of grape jelly, but that was back in 2004. We got some kind of sea berry bushes down here. It's a water maple, but these are pear trees and stuff right here. Pears, I think, or I don't know what they are. They're some kind of fruit. This is the peach tree. It had such good peaches last year. This is the high brush cranberry that he cut down away from the tree. So this tree, see how it's like got hardly nothing on this side? Because this right here was all the way over into that tree. So hopefully this will be able to branch out more. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to go. Yeah, I really do got to get high brush cranberry. There's an app you can get on your phone, but you wouldn't be able to identify the bark right here without the leaves probably. Oh, you're so welcome, Celia. I'm going to go, and with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. This is